So today we're going to talk about our first step in our program that we discussed for helping real estate agents sell their homes faster. Um, the first step to selling a home is having a home to sell. So we're going to talk about winning a client and some of the things that you can do to help increase your chances of winning the client. So some of the things that I noticed really help people feel comfortable with a certain agent is for the agent to have a really good plan. So when you have your meeting with your potential client, your little interview meeting where you sit down and you go over what you're going to do for them, you really have to be confident in yourself. So having a really good, solid plan to show them is going to be key. And in that plan, you're going to want to include anything that you are going to do to help make the buyer or the seller's life easier. So I always like to think of it as really a sales pitch. And so when you're selling something, you think about, well, what does the seller want? You know, what is the end goal? The seller wants to sell their house probably as fast as possible and for as much as possible. And this process for most sellers is really stressful. It's, you know, overwhelming. They have a lot of things to do. They have to plan, prepare, clean, pack. You know, they're probably looking for a new house at the same time. Maybe work changes that they're going through. Maybe they're moving out of the country. Whatever it is that they're going through, it's probably a really stressful time in their life. And so as a real estate agent, you should be focusing on making their life as simple as possible. So basically taking over any tasks that they need to be doing to sell the home. Otherwise, they would, you know, they could just do it on their own, right? I noticed a lot of agents, some of the ones who are kind of stuck and not really keeping up with the new trends. What they do mostly is they just list the home on the MLS, and that's kind of what they do. Yes, that's really important, and that's a really good thing that an agent can do and needs to do that a homeowner can't do on their own, but you need to be able to do more than that for a client. So some of the things that you should be offering them is a really good marketing package. I think this is something that really sets agents apart from other agents. So sitting down with the client and showing them, this is what we're going to do to sell your house fast, and having statistics to back that. I always recommend that real estate agents keep track of their own statistics. So keep track of how long it takes you to sell houses, how much they sell for. Are they selling above asking, at asking, below asking? You know, what kind of a neighborhood was that house in? Things like that, and having those statistics to show to a client. If you're a newer real estate agent, maybe you can skip that part and that'll be okay. But you can use the statistics for the marketing strategies that you're going to use. For example, you really should be using staging. Staging is becoming really big. All of the big real estate agents and companies are doing it. And if you want to set yourself apart and really compete with them, you're going to have to offer it as well. And the great thing is that real estate staging comes with its own set of statistics, which is great for you because you can use that as a marketing strategy. You can tell them, we're going to get your house staged, we're going to make it look beautiful, and then list those statistics. So for example, some of the statistics from the National Association of Realtors is that 40% of buyers agents reported that staging had an effect on the buyer's view of the home. That's really great. 83% of buyers agents said that staging a home made it easier for a buyer to visualize the property as a future home. 83%, that's really big, guys. 22% of buyers agents said that staging a home increased the dollar value offered between 1 to 5% compared to other similar homes that are not staged. But get this, 17% said that it increased it by 6 to 10%. That is really big, guys. If you're selling a home for 500,000 or 700,000 or a million, 6 to 10% is a lot. And so the investment for staging is well worth it. And I always tell people that staging costs a lot less than your first price drop. And the last thing you want is to have to do a price drop. It's not going to make you look good as a real estate agent. It's going to upset the homeowners. Nobody wins in that situation. So why not put your best foot forward and do everything you can to avoid that? But other than staging, you need to have a really solid marketing plan along with that, as including really good photography, potentially video or virtual tours of the home. You have to have websites you're going to be posting to, whatever that might include. You need to have a really good plan put together that you are going to present to the client. So you don't just come in there and be like, oh, hi, I'm Tanya. I want to sell your home for you. Okay, why should I pick you over the other 50 agents who have reached out to me, right? I mean, everybody knows at least 10 to 20 real estate agents nowadays. If you post on Facebook, I want to sell my house, you're going to get like 20 messages in your inbox. I mean, that just is the reality of it. So you got to make yourself stand out. Having a really good portfolio to show people of the beautiful homes you sold and how much you were able to sell them for and how quickly they sold is going to win the clients. I mean, in the end, numbers speak greater, right? So having that is really important. And just being able to talk with your client about their fears, about their, reservations about it, and being able to comfort them and let them know that you've done this before and that you're going to help make this process easier for them is going to be gold in the end, because they want to work with somebody who makes them feel better about the process. Like I said, it's a really stressful process. So make sure that you're very personable and kind and understanding that they're probably going through a lot, and just being sensitive about it. And as a real estate agent, I think it is extremely important that you take over, like I mentioned in the beginning, most of the tasks that the homeowner is going to have to do to sell their home, whether that's helping them with making a list for, repairs they're going to need to do, marketing, staging, cleaning, decluttering, photography. Like, you should have a plan. Have a cleaner, have a great photographer, have a great stager, have all these people lined up and say, look, this is my team. These are the people I use. They do an amazing job and we get homes sold fast. My top producing real estate brokers that I work with, that is exactly what they do. They have a great team lined up. They're go-to people that they use for every single listing, and they sell their houses fast. And all they have to do is show the client that, and there you go. It's a winner. And being able to bring in somebody like a stager, a professional, and to come in and do a consultation for them is really big too. So it doesn't look like it's just you, like me against the world. I might not know anything about design, but I'm going to help you, but having these professionals lined up who are going to come in and speak with the homeowner, make them feel comfortable about the process, explain the importance of it, things like that. It's really going to solidify that you know what you're doing, you have professionals backing you, and that the process is going to be smooth. So I think those are some of the most important things. Of course, besides that, you have to market yourself, be out there on social media, make sure you have a really great presence and following. Social media is huge nowadays. Everybody's on there. Be posting photos of your listings, how quickly your houses are selling, pictures of your happy clients who sold or bought a house, things like that. Really have a presence. Have people following you and watching what you do and knowing that you're really great at it is really important to even just get an interview with a client. But other than that, I think advertising yourself in other ways, as a real estate agent, I'm sure you have lots of great ideas that you're already doing, like, you know, sending out mailers, having a really good area that you farm, things like that are going to be important as well. But from my perspective, I feel like I have the most to offer in the consultation part of it, and really helping you market yourself and getting that home sold faster. So if questions on that process, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Give me a call, shoot me a text, email, message me on Facebook or on Instagram, whatever's easier for you. And I can help you out. I can send you over some really cool statistics that you can use if you don't have your own. But yeah, I think that kind of covers most of what I want to talk about today.